Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Yasmin, and today I'm going to be doing a reading for you on Amy Bradley case. Now, I'm sorry I'm a little late to the game here, but I wanted to do this tarot reading. I've been waiting for a very long time. I've actually already read her a long time ago. I've been following this case for several years now. It's a very old case. And so I've always wanted to do a tarot reading on her and put it up on YouTube, but I just never got around to it. So I feel like this is my opportunity. I actually did a reading off camera a few years ago on the case, just for my personal curiosity, because I was very interested in finding out what happened to her. And so I pretty much already know what happened to her, but I'm going to be doing the reading over. And mind you guys, this may be a long reading. I may shorten it and maybe do a part 2 if you guys are interested, if you have any questions. But okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. I didn't watch the Netflix documentary, and it doesn't matter if I did or didn't, because you can do all the documentaries you want, but when you look into the spiritual realm, it's different. People can put whatever, life stories and what happened on, documentaries on TV, but it's not the same as when you peek into the spiritual realms or you connect with their energy and you actually find out what happened, yeah? So, that's not going to influence my reading. I pretty much already know what happened to her. And yeah. And guys, it's really, really hot here in Southern California. I have the windows open. If you guys hear like any any noise, it's because I have all my windows open. I have no AC. I have a fan going, and I'm gonna be drinking some water, okay? Because it's so hot. I have not been able to do any content because of the heat, and I almost said no to this video because it's so hot. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna take a sip of water. All right, so I can already tell you guys, before I even connect and start doing this reading, that the last time I tuned in, I didn't feel that she was crossed over, okay? I know there's a lot of things going on, a lot of other psychics, a lot of other people saying she jumped off the ship and whatnot, and I really don't pay attention to other psychics. Not that I don't, I think I'm better than them or I don't believe them, but I have to do my own investigation. I don't feel she's dead. I'm just going to be upfront about it right now. I don't feel, because I work with spirits, so normally when I feel an entity or that someone's crossed over, I can feel their energy immediately, right? Like I did the Valeria Marquez case, and whoa, I felt her immediately on the other side. With this particular person, Amy, I don't feel her at all on the other side, okay? It feels like I'm just reading for a person that's alive. So, very confusing. She may still, I don't know if she's crossed over. But the last time I checked, she was alive, and I'd still feel her energy alive. Okay, I could be wrong, but we'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm gonna start by asking Spirit. We want to channel Amy Lynn Bradley. Amy Lynn Bradley. Amy Lynn Bradley. What I'm picking up immediately from this energy is that she doesn't have this identity anymore. It's almost like she doesn't even know who she is at this point. I feel like she doesn't know who like they have brainwashed her. Like wherever she's at, I feel like this woman is so brainwashed that she doesn't even go by Amy Lynn Bradley anymore. Which is really doesn't surprise me. I feel she has a whole new identity for some reason. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look what happened. First, I'm going to ask what happened to her, okay? Then we're going to go into where she's at and all that stuff. So, Spirit, can you let us know what happened to Amy Lynn Bradley? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so, like, what happened? We want to know what happened the night she disappeared. Amy Lynn Bradley. Amy Lynn Bradley, the woman that disappeared off the ship of the Rhapsody of the Seas. What happened, Spirit, the night that she disappeared, please? Ooh. Amy Lynn Bradley. What happened the night that she disappeared? Excuse me. What happened the night that she disappeared, Spirit? Amy Lynn Bradley. Amy Lynn Bradley. What happened the night that she disappeared? Amy Lynn Bradley. Her whole world changed, obviously, that day. Amy Lynn Bradley. What happened the night that she disappeared? I already see in my mind, I already see this scenario. Every time I see a documentary on her, I see anything related to her, I see like a scene, like a little movie scene that gets played over and over in my mind, like what happened to her. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you in a minute what the scene that I've been seeing for years, okay? Amy Lynn Bradley. What happened to her the night she disappeared? What happened to Amy Lynn Bradley the night that she disappeared, Spirit, off of Rhapsody of the Seas? She was a major target here from the moment she stepped on that ship. It's almost like she was already targeted for some reason. They already had the eye on her. You see that? Okay. What happened to Amy Lynn Bradley the night she disappeared off Rhapsody of the Seas? Amy Lynn Bradley, what happened to her the night she disappeared, Spirit? All right, give us like, I don't know, a few more cards. What happened to Amy Lynn Bradley the night she disappeared off that cruise ship, Spirit? I keep seeing a male here. I feel like there's more than one. There could be up to 3. Amy Lynn Bradley. What happened to her the night that she disappeared? Amy Lynn Bradley. What happened to her the night that this woman disappeared off Rhapsody of the Seas? What happened to Amy Lynn Bradley the night she disappeared? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, okay, I'm just going to be straight up. I think there's stuff that the parents didn't, well, maybe they did know, maybe Brad knew, her brother, but there was stuff that Amy was kind of keeping secret. And I don't mean the fact that she was bisexual or anything like that. The parents knew that, but I feel like she liked to do, I didn't want to say drugs because I don't think she was a hardcore drug person. I feel like maybe, if you want to even call marijuana a drug, she liked to kind of smoke, okay? And so maybe she didn't want to tell her parents that she was going to meet up with somebody who was going to offer her to smoke. I feel like somebody approached her the night. I mean, this has been ongoing from the moment she stepped on to that deck, right? It was people that she was having fun with that was around her that caused this situation to happen, right? So what happened is I feel like she actually was targeted to by a male. I feel like this male was very aggressive here, and I almost feel like this could be that yellow guy, but I feel there was somebody else as well that approached her and you know, said, hey, you want to come and smoke out, or you want to, like, you know, smoke something like with us, you know, but I can't get you that until maybe like you know, later on tonight or something like that, when I get off my shift or before I start my shift or whatever, right? So I feel like this yellow person took her, met up with her in secret, because this is like a plan from the beginning, okay? This is like a plan, a dark plan to trap her, okay? There was already people on that ship knew that this was gonna happen, okay? So sorry for the background noise, guys. And so she agreed to go up to the deck, but she didn't tell her parents, and she didn't tell Brad that she was gonna go up there and like smoke really quick. Like, she couldn't really sleep, so she's like, you know what, I'm gonna decide to just sneak a cigarette really quick and come back to the room, because we're gonna get ready to go, right? So it was very, very innocent, like, not innocent, but like very like, whatever, I'm just gonna go up, I'm gonna like, you know, go and have a cigarette and then meet up. But she wanted to smoke, right? And I guess they had promised her that. So she went up there and she met up with this guy in secret. This is a secret here. This is hidden things, right? But this is like hidden danger as well. So they had a plan already. And this is the card of drugs and also sex. Oops, I can't say that. Can I say that on YouTube or social media? The prostitution. The ring, you know, the organization, the trafficking, okay? So they went, yeah. So this is the card for drugs, okay? So she went up there to go meet up in secret with this guy, just to go like smoke out, like, you know, really quick before she was gonna return back to the room and get ready for the next day. But what ended up happening is they offered her a drink with her cigarette or whatever, this person that was very aggressive, and she ended up getting kind of like knocked out, and she kind of blacked out. Like I feel like also she went downstairs to go smoke out or something like that. Like, she said, like, there was a male with her that said, like, come follow me, let's go over here. And then she ended up like in the where the employees are, somehow at the bottom of the ship. Like, I see like the bottom of a ship here, or it's like where you're restricted to go, okay? And so I feel like these people wanted to recruit females. They had plans on recruiting more than one, okay? I think in total they may have recruited a total of 3 women off cruises or hotels or, you know, on vacations and stuff like that, okay? So this is kind of like around that area of where people go on this vacation. This man was actually given a lot of money to get this girl, okay? This is a lot of money paid out to this person. I want to say that that guy, Yellow, was involved, but I don't feel like he was the one that did it alone. I feel like he was like the recruiter. He got a cut out of finding this woman, and he can deny all he wants, but I feel like he had something to do with it. So then I feel like she went into this like area, and she was, I feel like someone's hands are tied, or in a like a fetal position, placed somewhere. And you know, like when they offload cargo, like, you know, when because I've been on many cruises, and a lot of times when they disembark, she didn't disembark right away, like around 7 o'clock. She disembarked like an hour or two later when they started offloading the cargo, like the food. I keep feeling food for some reason, like food or something to do with like trash cans, like taking out the garbage or the food. Like she was transported secretly off of the island, and she was put in somewhere, okay? But she was knocked out. Because I feel like I went unconscious. This is a card of feeling unconscious too. And this is a card of like disaster, like her world changed, right? Yeah, definitely with the sun and the world. This is a card for like an island and international. So she got taken off the island, but I don't feel like she stayed on the island for a long time. Okay, I don't feel that at all. I actually feel like she has been traveling to, because what I keep seeing is that like there's people with a lot of money. I feel like it was definitely traffic. The card of the devil. I don't see a card of death here. Okay? I do feel like there's a 3 of swords here, but I feel like that's with the family here, okay? The family and the losses. But we'll get to that right now. And I do feel like there was 3 people involved in this. Like I said, could be more, and sold into an organization where she's had to work. She's had to work for this organization. These people have a lot of money, okay? These people have a lot of money. And she started a new life, like a new life. This woman has a lot of mental issues because of all the traumas that she's endured. She got separated from her family. I don't feel she's doing too well. For some reason, I feel like she could be sick, or she could be mentally sick by now, or not doing too well. She could have had a child. At least one child that's living, or could be 2. But I don't know. I don't know if this is past or present, okay? Because we're asking what happened to her. So somebody did smuggle her off the ship. She didn't fall off the ship here. I still feel her energy's alive here. I don't see she has any idea of who she really is anymore, because her identity changed. She's no longer Amy Lynn Bradley. And I feel like that she travels by small charter boats or yachts to other islands that are like neighboring islands. I don't feel this woman. I am surprised she's alive after all these years. I was shocked to find out that she's still alive. Yeah, and I feel like the mother and the family has prayed so much over her that I feel like it almost like protected her in a way from everything. For some reason, these people like her. She's been under so many drugs and so much. She's had to be very obedient in this industry that she actually kind of like adopted them as like family now. Like she's used to this type of lifestyle. Yeah, there's a man here that's very always angry, aggressive. I don't feel like Yellow's a part of this anymore, but he was a part of it when he was one of the ones that set her up. She's working. Well, she's not as working as hard as she used to be, but she is working, okay? She could have suffered some sort of a loss, okay? Like, I don't know if she had an abortion. She had something like that. She's still on the island. It's not Curacao. It's another island. It's still in the Caribbean. And I don't know why I keep getting Venezuela for some reason. I feel like there's something to do with Venezuela. And I feel like I keep feeling like there's territories. This is a big organization. This is worldwide. This is global. Global. Okay? She was sold into slavery here. Look at her. You know what? I don't know if she'll be found. I feel like she may be found, or something will be found about her in a year or two. And I feel like the person that is looking at her website, I looked into that. I don't feel it's Amy. No. Who is the one looking? Sorry. Who is the one looking here at her website? Oh wow, look at gathering information. Who is the one who is looking at her website? At the Amy is Missing website. Who is the person? Is it Amy or is it somebody else? Who was looking at Amy's website? Who was looking at Amy's website? Amy is Missing. Who are these people? One more. Who is looking at her website? Who are the people that are the person? Is it Amy? No, this is not Amy looking at her website. Look, it's a person that is like trying to get information. So the person that's looking at her website, you know, there's always people saying that it could be Amy, that's because the IP address is coming from Barbados. It's not. It's actually her trafficker, her keeper, whatever, the pimp, whatever. They want to know. They know that people are looking for her. They probably already seen the documentaries over the years. They're trying to figure out how much they know so they can keep her hidden, okay? So they come and check up on it to see what's written about her, but that's why they keep her hidden. And I think that she's scared to go home because she feels like something may happen to her family or there's just no way out. Okay. Let me ask. Is there anything else we need to know about the Amy Lynn Bradley case here? I may have to do on part 2. Sorry. If you guys have any questions, I can always do a part 2. I know this case is really complicated, and we all have a lot of questions. Will Amy Lynn Okay, what can you tell us about Amy Lynn Bradley's disappearance? Amy Lynn Bradley's disappearance. There's a female around her. I don't know if it's like a mother figure or a female that betrayed her somehow, or... Okay, Amy Lynn Bradley. Interesting. Amy Lynn. I feel like... Sorry, this... Something spilled on there. Ink or something. Distance, okay? So, I feel like... I kept feeling like Venezuela. There's, could be a female from Venezuela, maybe that, or there's someone that finds her, okay, I think, or that puts the word out. Spirit, will she be found? Will she be found? Amy Lynn Bradley. Wow. Oh. Public eye. Will Amy Lynn Bradley be found? Woo! Sorry. Will Amy Lynn Bradley be found? They're not giving me any more information, so I say yes. Yeah, she will. Or there may be... Public eye. There may be something that comes out on her, okay? I feel like her captors are reading her things on the website. It's not Amy. It's not Amy. There's a female, could be a Hispanic woman or somebody, I don't know, but I feel like this woman like rats her like goes and reports her or says I have a tip on her. Something like that. Could be someone from Venezuela. I don't know why I keep feeling Venezuela. She will be found. They will find where she's staying or something like that. Like, possibility, okay? We're never 100% sure with all this stuff, but I feel like they move her constantly from island to island, from place to place. So she's never in a secure spot. So it's not like you're going to go to Curacao and look for her and find her, right? So will she be found? Spirit saying yes. Or at least something will be found, either dead or alive. Something will be found on her. And I feel like she won't be in the best conditions when they do find her. She may be really, really sick, on the verge of maybe dying, or not dying, but like she's very sick, very ill, or she could have been passed. Maybe they find her body. I don't know. I know she's alive right now as we speak. And there's a big change coming for her, though, in a year. She can possibly be reunited with her family, or at least her family may find out something about her whereabouts, because somebody's going to point the finger. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I feel like the faith that this family has been so strong that they almost, like, kind of like protected her in a way. So she's actually not living a bad life. Like, despite the terrible, situation she's in, she's around a lot of elite people, meaning she lives a cushy life. But it's not fun because it's, related to drugs and sex trafficking, all that dark stuff, right? And she's like in slavery. This is a card of slavery right here. So they had already out for her. She fit the that's why this guy took pictures, allegedly for all entertainment purposes. I forgot to mention that. That's why that yellow guy took pictures and took them off and took hers, because he wanted to show them to the person that was, I don't know if it's Yellow that took the pictures. Somebody took the pictures. One of the staff, because they wanted to see if she was the person that fit the ideal person that they were looking for to fulfill this, and she did. So that's why they went missing. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this this reading. If you want more readings on Amy Lynn Bradley, you can leave your comments below. I'll write the questions down, and we'll do a part 2. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye.